personal note, Dad was the epitome. You open your dictionary and find devotion, there'd be a picture of Dad there. Because he loved his wives, 2 wives he had. One was my mother, Eileen. They were married in 1944, and she passed away in 1958 after about 9-year bout with polio. And then a year later, he married Millie, my second mom. And what a great thing was for me, because I inherited 2 wonderful sisters and a wonderful brother. And we became a family. And it was great. And then Dad was so devoted to Mom, first Mom, that when she had polio, he had to give up his flying. He was a pilot to care for her. That, to me, is talk about devotion. And then even later with our second mom, Millie. When she became ill and went into the nursing home because of her knee and had the stroke. And Dad was down there every day. The devotion just reeked from Dad. He loved these 2 people. And he loved the children, us, and his friends that you're here today. I hope you feel that love that Dad would be sharing with you right now. And what a man of God. And I know Judy and I talked about this a number of times. One night we came home from the nursing home when we were here during that month after Mom had her stroke. And I was over there working on a computer in the dining room. And I looked up and there was Dad sitting in his chair with his hands folded, praying. And what a prayer warrior. In the midst of all that was going on, he never forgot to pray and ask for God's help for himself and for Mom. Well, he was a man devoted to what he believed in. He was, as they say, he was all in. He didn't just put a toe in. He put everything. And what a wonderful guy he was when it came to sharing his wisdom and advice. You remember that famous saying, don't you?
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, can I make a suggestion? Yes, I can suggest.
If I can suggest.
Yeah, that meant what? That meant you better do it my way. Well, you know, we can laugh about that, but really, in reality, he was sharing God's wisdom with us. He had all those years of experience, and he had great knowledge of the Word, and he wanted to share that with family and friends whenever the opportunity presented itself. Now, of course, we could talk about other times, like cutting up ham in the kitchen there. You have to cook the ham. It had to be so thin, you know. Boy, if you didn't cut it right, he would get onto you. And that was Dad. That's one of the things we love about him. But he was a wonderful man to share his wisdom. And he also took great delight in his family. Did he not? He loved his family. He loved his friends. He loved his church. He loved to eat, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I can remember fixing breakfast with Dad, and even later on, even September when we were there, while y'all was gone to Colorado or whatever.
2 eggs every day.
And he loved to eat breakfast. That was one of his, I guess maybe his favorite meal. We get right down to it. We like to call it the 3-meat breakfast. You know, sausage, bacon, and ham. We had to have all 3 of them every time. And eggs. Got to have eggs. He loved to eat. Did he love this house?
Oh, gosh.
Why? What a better place to have this labor right out here.
That's right.
He would, him and I know at the times I was here, he would sit and just say, I can't believe I'm living here. What a great place. And I know he'd go down and sit on that post down there and he'd pray. That was his place where he went down to pray. And he loved his garden. Yep. Did he not? And even more than loving his garden, he loved to eat what came out of that garden. And that's his legacy. I know we're going to have a little something about that later. As far as his legacy and growing things. We want you to help me remember that. You get the chance to go something, remember that. And of course, you love the service. I'll share something about that in just a minute. But it's 31 years in the military. Now, what a veteran, what a patriot. Last but not least, I guess I want to say that Dad would always, if you were having a conversation with him, and I know this happened many times to all of us, and he was ready for that conversation to be over with, he would say, but anyway. That meant, I'm through talking to you. I'm through listening to you. So, well, having said that, but anyway, it's time to move on today. So.